Hey there, it's Delilah. Lady Delilah. Stupid idiot loser. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. That's right, I brought Lady Delilah back, which can only mean one thing. I am hosting another r/NiceGuys versus r/NiceGirls video. To anybody confused as to why a 4'10" girl dressed like a dominatrix just digitally violated you, in my first r/NiceGirls versus r/NiceGuys video, I brought out this outfit in an attempt to I wanted to look like one of those girls at wrestling matches that come out with the signs and they're like, in this corner. I don't know what they actually do. I haven't ever watched wrestling. And I just ended up looking like a dominatrix. Look. I'm dressed in leather. In my brain I was like, oh, it'll make me look like those girls that come out with the signs. But I just look like I'm gonna
step on your face.
So we just went with it and named her Lady Delilah. And now she's a reoccurring character in the Delilah Land system.
Hi, I'm Bunny.
And she hosts these little r/NiceGirls versus r/NiceGuys videos. So that's the Lady Delilah lore. What the f even is my channel? I don't how do I get paid for this? I couldn't tell you either, but I can tell you one thing, and it's that my friends at Valessa and I are oh gosh, there's so much I can't hold it all. There we go. Are literally giving out free toys or gift cards to toys again to anyone who signs up through my giveaway down below. Valessa's mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. They're super LGBT friendly, which is a huge value of mine on my channel, and I encourage you all to check out their LGBT collection, which is curated to celebrate every body, every identity, and every kind of desire. Everything in this section is designed to help you explore, connect, and feel empowered in your pleasure journey. It features super versatile toys for any kind of play. I'm talking strap-ons, I'm talking harnesses, I'm talking couple-friendly vibes, and all that fun stuff. And I have some fun stuff with me here today, so first of all, we have the thump. It vibrates, suctions, thumps. It really truly does it all. And it comes in this super discreet carrying case that you can charge it from. So you never have to worry about any nosy roommates. I've had my fair share of that. Or anybody thinking anything about it. We also have the flutter vibe, which simulates the experience of a human tongue, but with added precision. It's like a partner that's bound to always... It's like a partner that's bound to never miss. I'll say that. It also comes in this discreet carrying case. Look at how cute it is, and you can charge it from it too. I love that. And last but not least, if you're looking for something a little more suited for your anatomy, I have the Ultra Blow. This baby is high tech, okay? It thrusts up and down and spins at the same time with 5 different rotation and thrusting speeds, all controlled by a little button at the top. It has an ultra soft silicone material that stretches and adapts to all different girths. And it is truly mind-blowing. And let me remind you that every single one of the toys that I'm showing here today are not only completely rechargeable, but they're all completely waterproof. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And one of these bad boys, or any other toy of your liking, could be in your hands if you sign up to my giveaway down below, where we are literally giving away free toys or gift cards for toys. I will have it linked as the pinned comment and in the top of my description. I hope you guys check it out. I know the people that checked it out the first time I partnered with Valessa were absolutely not disappointed. And I'm a big fan of what they do and what they stand for, and it helps support my channel as well. So trust me when I say you will thank me later. Alrighty, let's get back to the video. Anyways, before we get into this video, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I believe this will be posted a day, maybe 2 days after Valentine's Day. I was gonna buy you guys flowers. I thought that would be really cute if I got you guys flowers, but it's currently a major snowstorm in Canada, and it is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So I'm not stepping foot outside. I opened my door for a brief moment and I had a temperature-induced asthma attack. It was so lame. I opened the door for a second and I was like, I need my inhaler. It was so fucking nerdy. But instead, since I couldn't make it to the store to get you guys flowers, I got you guys something better. I got Tip the Cow. This is my Valentine's Day present to you. Look at him.
Hi, my name is
Do you love him? This is a big sacrifice on my end, just know. He is my favorite stuffed animal. So if you're not already subscribed, I'm offering you my tip. I'm offering you my stuffed animal named Tip. And while you're I'm gonna set down Tip. Here, I'll put him in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh gosh, Cynthia, stop it. Don't play with me. There. Oh, it's so cute. While you're at it, if you want to like this video, if you want to hype this video, that's a feature. It helps small creators push their videos in the algorithm. You can also leave me a comment. I love reading and responding to my comments. I am so alone. Bruh. If you spent Valentine's Day alone, don't worry, me too. But I'm hoping that the posts that we react to today might help you feel a little bit more grateful about being single, because they are brutal. Yeah, they're brutal. For those of you who don't know what a nice guy or like what a nice girl is, basically, it's like, okay, for like nice guys, right? It'll be like, he's like super nice to you, super kind to you, whatever. But because he has a crush on you, and then when you reject him, he essentially like goes off and is like, you're a fucking fat, stupid bitch anyways. I never fucking wanted you anyways. I'm the nicest guy that you'll ever meet. Girls don't want a nice guy these days. I'm genuinely the nicest guy, and that's why girls take me for granted. And then nice girls essentially do like a similar thing, but just on like the girly end of it, I guess. If you're unfamiliar, you'll understand it very quickly when I show you some of these posts, so let's get into it. Okay. r/NiceGuys versus r/NiceGirls. As you may know, I picked 3 of the most deranged posts from both of these subreddits, and they will be going face to face today so that we can get to the bottom of which gender is worse as a whole. r/NiceGuys came out as the champion in my last video, but I'm rooting for my nice girls this week. So why don't we start this off with none other than our heroic underdogs, r/NiceGirls. Play the intro music. Okay, in this corner with r/NiceGirls, we have girl I thought ghosted me, gets in contact and gets racist? Question mark, question mark, question mark? What the hell? Question mark, question mark, question mark? If you guys don't remember from my last r/NiceGirls versus r/NiceGuys video, we also encountered an extremely racist, up man. Wake the frick up and make white children, you dumb broad. Sorry, my phone died. Stay away from stinky, yellow-eyed, weed-smelling, hoodie-wearing, lip-smacking, shifty, pocket-stuffing, mumbling, N-words, N-words, N-words. So, lucky us, we have some racism on the ladies' side too. Awesome. Okay, so this starts off. By the way, I've only skimmed these. I try my best to not spoil them for myself so that I can actually react at the same time as you guys. It's part of our trauma bond with each other. You're very welcome. Okay. So it starts off with her saying, guys, am I being ghosted or did you just forget I exist? Heartbreak. I love the guys. She's texting directly him and being like, chat, am I being ghosted right now? Or what the heck? What the sigma? Okay. Guys, am I being ghosted or did you just forget I exist? And he said, no, I would never forget you. I thought you were ghosting me. Okay. She says, no, I just stopped texting first to everyone to see who really wanted to talk. So we're already starting off with some stupid games on her end. I literally hate when people do stuff like this. It is so childish. It is so immature to be like, I'm never going to text any of my friends or anybody that I like again. If one of my friends or if somebody doesn't text me for a while, I don't know. I feel like I too would also just leave them alone. If it's been months and they haven't talked to me, I'll probably shoot them a message and be like, hey, just checking in, how you doing, what's up? But if someone's just generally not texting me, I'm a fucking adult, you're a fucking adult, we have jobs, this is my job, so I don't know how valid that is, but most of my friends have big boy and big girl jobs, and I just assume that they're busy. It's so childish when you intentionally don't text people. Yeah, you're setting up for people to not text you as well. People have lives outside of outside of you. So, but whatever. Okay, so no, I just stopped texting first to everyone to see who really wants to talk. And he said, yo, I've been doing that too, like my whole life. What? Okay, I guess they're on the same game, so whatever. And she said, yeah, okay, laughing. And he said, you can literally scroll up and see that I texted first 90% of the time. And she said, 40. Actually, I ran the statistics on that. You've only texted me first 40% of the time. Whatever, dude. And then he said, there are 8 total conversations here. Oh, boy. Meaning, they have only had 8 total conversations. You know what I mean? Like, they've only had 8 interactions with each other, and she's already, like, playing these games and setting him up for failure and then getting mad when he does fail because she's setting him up for failure. But, all right. There are 8 total conversations here, not including replying slow as the new combo, by the way. 2 of those you started, and the other 6 me. 75%. So he hit her right back with that. Actually, I ran the data on that. I ran the statistics on that. And I've texted you first 75% of the time. All right, you tell her. And then she said, God forbid a girl doesn't want to text first and gets the math wrong. So, like, she's admitting to, like, okay, fine, whatever. I didn't text you first. God forbid I didn't text you first. Like, the whole argument was that you were trying to get mad at him for never texting you first, but he just proved that he did. Ooh. But he just proved that he did. And then she said, God forbid a girl doesn't want to text first and gets the math wrong. Not to mention all the times we talked on Insta. Okay, so they've had more than 8 conversations. Okay, that's good. Not to mention all the times we talked on Insta, I initiated most of them. So, like, N-word pipe down. And then he said, just check, the only time this was true is before and while I was grounded. Oh, so they're like young. I guess that explains some of the immaturity. I'll give them grace. They still live with their parents, so. And then she said, so is it true? I don't know what she's saying, so is it true to? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, okay. This is why he called her racist. He just responded to her message saying, okay, N-word, pipe down. And he said, I'm pretty sure you can't say that, but okay. Okay, so this is a white woman. This is a white woman being like, N-word, pipe down. Period, sis boo. I don't have any other examples of like AAV, but like, period. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, okay, yeah. So this is a white girl, or like not a black girl. And like, I don't know if you guys have heard my take on like, if I read a message from someone and they say the N-word, I just like try to give it the benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, maybe they're black, but like, time and time again, I keep getting proved wrong when I give people the benefit of the doubt with that one, so. Yeah, he said, I'm pretty sure you can't say that, but okay. And she said, you're legit proving my point. I just stopped caring, yo. Oh God, this gets bad. Okay. I stopped caring. What are you talking about? When I was grounded was over 3 months ago. 3 months of texting me first. I don't know what he's trying to say here. I think he's trying to say when I was grounded, you were texting me first. But that was over 3 months ago. So I haven't done anything like that. They're having a whole elaborate fucking argument about whether or not he's texted her first. This is so stupid. And then she said, shit, you know what? You deserve that N-word. Okay, just doubling down. Epic. You're just insane, yo. Why is she talking like Jesse Pinkman? What's that one Jesse Pinkman quote?
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
My name is Skylar White, yo.
My husband is Walter White, yo. Like, I'm genuinely reading her messages in Jesse Pinkman's voice right now. You're just insane, yo. Like, genuinely, you can't admit you're in the wrong. We can't just magically reconnect, yo. I'm picturing Jesse Pinkman right now saying this. I'm so sorry. We can't just magically reconnect, yo. Even then, not a single text asking if I'm okay or hurt or something. It wasn't even me not texting. Like, I went to the psych ward and everything. Like, you're so for that, by the way. Bro, how are you gonna... Okay, Jesse Pinkman... Get Jesse Pinkman out of your brain. We're actually talking about a lady here. A nice girl. We're talking about Jesselyn Pinkman. But, like, to pull, like...
The only reason why I didn't text you first is because I was in the psych ward. So how dare you? How dare you expect me to text first when I was in the psych ward?
Like, just throw in random lore to, like, try to make him feel bad. Like, first of all, the fact that they're even having a full-blown argument about who is texting first is so... Oh, my God, my brain is gonna leak out of my ears. Like, why? This is so stupid. But, like, then to be like, yeah, well, I didn't text you first because my dad actually died, and he killed all my siblings too, and I'm the only one left, and I didn't have cell service because he was paying for my cell phone plan. What do you think about that? You're f***ed up for that. Like, first of all, I really don't think that's true, because, like, to bring up that tidbit of information conveniently in this conversation, like, I don't know. Yeah, and then he said, interesting thesis. Have you mentioned that ever except for now? And then she said, English, please? Because he kind of messed up his words. He said, interesting thesis. Have you mentioned ever except for now? But, like, you can get what he's saying. Come on now. And then he said, you never texted me if I'm okay, right? And she said, I did, LeMayo. While you were grounded, I was constantly checking up on you. And then I gave up and never started again because, you know, you'll never change. Grounded or not, you'll always be stuck up and self-centered. You don't look at any other perspective. It's actually weird and insane. But okay, whatever, N-word, you do you. And then he said, okay, racist. And then she said, all you gotta say? You're not gonna defend yourself, you're not gonna, what, is that all you have to say? You're just gonna point out that I'm a racist? Okay, God forbid a girl doesn't text first sometimes, she gets her mouth wrong and she's racist, like, I'm just a girl. Like, doesn't even defend herself, that's crazy. Okay, racist, all you gotta say, you're pathetic. You know that? And he said, okay. Low-key, not to hyperanalyze his emoji, bruh. But that doesn't look like a white man. That's not the skin tone emoji of a white man. So, there is a chance that, like, duh, it's bad to be racist in general, but to just so blatantly call him the N-word if he's a black man, it's a choice. It's a choice. And then she said, waste of my time, yo. That was bad. Let me check out the comments real quick. Somebody said, she's so unbearable, yo. Someone in the comments is just saying, is the racist in the room with us? And then someone responded and said, yes, the racist is the white girl using the N-word like it's nothing. And then he said, saying N-word isn't racist. Add the ER and you'd be right.
Hell no.
Bro, that really doesn't change anything. What? Like, I've heard the argument of saying the N-word isn't which obviously I don't agree with. You cannot say the N-word if, you're not black, is my hot take of the week. Subscribe for more of them. But, like, I've seen justifications of, like, saying the N-word by being like, well, context matters, guys. Like, as if it's, like, fucking 2006 and they just got done watching an iDubbbz video, like, the whole, like, context matters argument of it all. But I've never seen the argument of, like, no, the N-word isn't racist as long as you respect black people and put an A at the end of it. What? Anyways, believe it or not, that was starting off tame for the nice girls side. It gets worse. It always gets worse. I thought I would just ease you guys into this before completely just fucking railing your faith in humanity. So you can thank me later for starting off with a tame one. But we will now move on to our competitor against racist Jessalyn Pinkman, to our competitor on the nice guy side. Play it. Oh god, I was scrolling through the Nice Guys post that I had saved to try to find a tame one to, like, match the energy of the tameness, to try to match the energy of that, but, like, genuinely there is no tame ones on the Nice Guys end of things. Like, something that I've noticed with the Nice Guys versus the Nice Girls is that the Nice Girls, they tend to be more tame overall, but when they get bad, they get, like, calculated and criminal. Last time we literally reacted to a girl that was stalking and taking pictures of the trailer park that this man lived in. Like, he took pictures of their neighbors. You know? Like, they get fucking wild when they get wild, but, like, overall they tend to be a bit more tame, whereas the Nice Guys, like, the Nice Guys seem to be more like hotheads. Like, they get angered very easily, you know? Okay, so this one is titled, on the Nice Guy side, in this corner, we have Nice Guys virtue claim, real badasses like me speak their minds. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear this guy speak his mind. Let's see what he has to say. He starts off by saying, the girls in the Midwest are awful too. There's a mix of entitled, I am the table types, I am the table types, and princess mentalities mixed with corporate boss babes that take themselves way too seriously, / feminist types here. So he named a bunch of qualities that, like, could be considered unappealing, but then he just had to throw in, like, and those damn blue-haired feminists that want equal rights. Them too. The worst. okay. She said, lol, I probably fall within the corporate boss babe category. I own a small business and I strongly support women's rights. No worries if that's a deal breaker. Oh, good for her. Oh, I already know you're so out of his league. You own a business? Like, come on. Like, oh gosh. And then he said, no, I think he meant to say not necessarily. Not necessarily to her saying, I support women's rights. No worries if that's a deal breaker. And so he's walking back on his words and being like, no, not necessarily. It's just more so that females wanted to make more money and then got granted that. They cannot realistically expect men to make even more money and only select for resources at the same time. Huh? What are you saying? And wanted to be moms, yet now they select. What does he mean by select for resources? Like, I think, okay, maybe he means like chooses their partner based off of like she'll make the same amount of money as him, but she expects him to provide, I think is what he's trying to say. Yet now they select for resources in a world where men are not able to provide because the government shut this shit down by doubling the tax base. Women today want to be breadwinners, but still will only marry men who make more than them. Did you ever stop to think about this? Why is he attacking her now? So far, the only thing she said has been pretty respectable. She was like, oh, I own a business and I support women's rights. And he's like going on a whole thing. Did you ever think about this? How many men can actually make a ton? It's really not realistic. Okay, so clearly like he maybe has a past relationship in which he felt insecure about not making as much money as his girlfriend, and so he's just going off on this whole tangent to this random woman and like fucking his chance with her. Like, you didn't have to say all of that. And then she said, I am sure there are plenty of women that have high expectations for their partners, but in no way is that generalization a fact across the board. The only thing I care about in consideration to my partner's finances is if they can support themselves and if they're financially responsible. I pay for myself with the... She's so like smart and well articulated, and like I feel bad that she's wasting her time on this dude. I pay for myself with the expectation that they do the same. Giving is one of my love languages, but I expect that to be reciprocated, whether that be through thoughtful handmade trinkets, a physical gift for the holidays, things I know make them smile during a hard week. Yeah, that's super reasonable. That's, you know, she's talking about how like she'll happily pay for herself. She's just looking for a guy that's financially responsible. She doesn't have an expectation that like her partner has to make more than her, etc., etc. And then he said, that all sounds pretty legit. Oh my God. He said, that all sounds pretty legit. You see, the two things that men and women have to face in dating today is, for men, how can I stand out amongst the crowd of all her other options? For women, how can I suss out the bad ones from the good? I hear dating experts say this a lot. Oh no, he's like watching pickup artist YouTube video. Like, why are you still going on? She like gave you such an out, you know, to redeem yourself after that last spiel about how like, you know, she even said, she was like, I don't think it's fair to make generalizations about women, you know, so she's like already starting to kind of like be like, I don't know if that, like, I don't know, and you're just like still going, like, do you have the self-awareness of like a grapefruit? I don't, like, what do you mean? I hear dating experts say this a lot, except I think men also need to be cautious because women aren't always brutally honest. Tell me I'm fatter than my pics or that I'm boring. Give me feedback. That's real. Lol. Yeah, I'm sure this guy would react really well to feedback given to him. And then she didn't respond and he said, don't appreciate the honesty, huh? And she said, no, I greatly appreciate the honesty. I just don't find your perspective particularly attractive. Okay, right? She said, I don't find your perspective attractive to me. That's not attractive to me. Keep in mind, he just said, I want a woman that is brutally honest. Tell me I'm fatter than my pics. Tell me if I'm boring. Give me feedback. She responded by giving him feedback. Let's see how he handles the feedback that he wants so bad from women. Let's see how he handles it. He said, yeah, typical. Can never be honest with the privileged women. You're all trash. How can you be so not self-aware? You just asked her to be brutally honest with you. You're like, you went on a whole thing about it. No, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. And then you're gonna cry about it when she is, which means if you were with a woman and she were to tell you that you look fatter than you are in your pics or that you're boring, you would call her trash and privileged. And you would cry about it like a little baby. And you'd probably go on a rant about women to the next lady that you talk to and ruin that for yourself. So he says, yeah, typical. Can never be honest with the privileged woman. You're all trash. It's hysterical to me how you all preach that you want open communication. You just preached that you wanted open communication from her. You just preached that you wanted brutal honesty from her. And then when we give it to you, you're like, ew, I don't find you attractive. You just did that to her! You just did that to her! You just did that to her! That's crazy, 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 crazy. And yeah, just to randomly call her privileged, her response says, I am by no way privileged. I've worked 7 days a week, 12 hours for years to get where I am. But I'm not interested in someone who compares gender like there is a winner and a loser. It's about partnership, equals. Take a long look at what you've typed out and maybe you'll see why someone might not want to jump on board. Let's see how he responds. He says, I don't think anything I said was unreasonable or untrue. I just live in reality.
I'm just too real for y'all. You just can't get down with it. I'm the realest one out there.
I just live in reality. I'm sure you don't have to work law. You could find a simp instantly if you wanted. Men have to work. Oh, I know what you are. I know what you are. Women have it so easy. They could just find some simp and have him pay all her bills for her. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Nope. Actually, the world doesn't work like that. You spend too much time online and now you're comparing what? OF chicks to just the average girl? Okay. She said, you are bananas, haha. I need to use that more. You are bananas. Like I previously mentioned, I own and operate a business. I also freelance for another business 3 days a week. This results in me working 7 days a week. I have no interest in a simp, as you say, but in your mind, that probably means any man that isn't an alpha. Dude, you have been red-pilled so damn hard and I pity you. Wait, let me remind myself which one red pill is. Red pill refers to adopting a worldview often associated with the manosphere and far right where one wakes up to what is presented at the harsh, often misogynistic reality of society, rejecting mainstream views and got it. And then he said, no, you could just find a rich guy and never have to work. And then she said, I have zero interest in being a housewife. And he said, but that's okay. I don't find your perspective particularly attractive, with a bunch of laughing emojis. Okay. And then he just said, how empathetic. How dare I be human? Just makes a bunch of misogynistic stereotypes and forces it onto this girl. And then all of a sudden it's, how dare I be human? How dare I be human? Fucking women like you, they never have to work. Real men are the ones that work. You've never worked a day in your life, honey poo. You could just find any commoner, any simp on the side of the road and he'd probably fund your entire existence, you bitch. And then when she calls him out, yo, I'm just being human. I'm just being real with you. How dare I do that, though? How dare I be human? Fucking out. And she said, all good, dude. Best of luck in Montana. I hope your contract is short. I guess she's referencing, a job. Oh, God, it keeps going? How many Oh, God, there's 10 screenshots. We're on number 8 now. Okay, God. And then he just he just age regresses to, a little 7-year-old, and he said, I won, you lost.
This guy stinks!
Okay, dude. Have fun in your fairy tale fantasy where you don't have to understand alternative thoughts due to simps just saying what you want them to hear. Real badasses like me speak their minds. And she said, again, a confirmation that you consider a relationship to have a winner and a loser. I feel sorry for you. Real badass. Adorable. Good luck here. Real badasses like you do get far. And he said, I don't understand the winner/loser thing at all. That you just said I win, you lose. And then he's being like, I don't understand what you mean by a winner and a loser. I don't do that. And then she said, obviously. And then he said, not finding my perspective attractive comment speaks volumes. That's so disgustingly. Sorry. I read ahead. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh, okay, this one's gonna be the winner. Jesus Christ. He said, the not finding my perspective attractive comment speaks volumes. Like, that's so disgustingly inhumane. I tell that to a victim. What? So basically being like, that's inhumane of you to be like, I don't find your perspective attractive. Next time a woman victim confides in me, I'm gonna tell her, I don't find your perspective attractive. See how fucked up that would be to say? That's what you're doing. That's essentially what you're doing to me. You told me that you don't find my perspective attractive, and I am the victim here. And see how that's fucked up? See how you just did that to me, essentially, kind of, sort of, here? See? Bitch. Like, what possessed him to say that? What came over him? She said, haha, you are reaching so hard, sweet pea.
Hey, sweet pea.
Oh god, not sweet pea. Oh my god. Sorry. Anyways. Oh, sorry. I have trauma from that word. I know a bunch of you guys just flinched when you heard sweet pea. Holy crap. Haha, you are reaching so hard, sweet pea. Just can't stands to be rejected that we have to make it a big deal. I was respectful through this whole string of bullshit. Just tell me what was so unattractive about my perspective. Like, I just find that statement so frustrating. Like, I can't be myself? Shouldn't everyone be able to do that? No, you can be yourself, but she doesn't find you attractive, and she has the right to do that. What do you mean? She's not saying you have to change. She's saying, I'm not interested in you. I'm personally not interested in you. And then she said, you can, but it doesn't mean I have to like you. You can be yourself, but it doesn't mean I have to like you. And he said, you clearly aren't even able to answer my question or address anything, so get lost, bitch. And then one of them blocked the other one. God. Okay, I need to check the comments to see if anybody's talking about that R-word comment. That was so unhinged. Oh my god. Okay, so this comment says, what age was he? This whole I win, you lose thing is a playground mentality. What a child. And OP said, bro, he was 42. 42. Oh my god. That's my dad. He's not my dad. It's not actually my dad. But that's the age of my dad. No, my dad's 50. But still, for some reason, nobody's talking about the R-word comment. I guess we're just gonna gloss over that one. It was just a really weird thing to bring into it. Like, yeah, that was just so unnecessary. And like, also what do you call it? It's a type of logical, false equivalence. False equivalence logical fallacy. Yeah, I know my terms. Let me tell you guys what that means real quick. I know what it means. Just let me tell you guys what it means. The definition of false equivalence is the act of comparing two things that aren't equivalent as if they were. This creates a false sense of balance or fairness, as if both sides of the argument are equally valid when they are not. So for him to be like, you saying that you don't find my perspective attractive because I was just misogynistic is essentially the same as if I were to tell an R-word victim that I don't find their perspective attractive. False equivalence. Does that make sense? Okay, we're learning here. Anyways, I think we have a winner here, guys. I say this every time. I do try to find, I sort by the top in the last month, and I literally pick out the worst nice girls that I can find and the worst nice guys that I can find. But the nice guys just tend to be really bad. Give it up for our winner. Let's see if the nice girls can redeem themselves in round 2. We're gonna switch it up and start with a nice guys post this time. With, I'm not much bigger now, I had a growth spurt, but none of it went to my body, except there. What the fuck does that? Oh god, I know what that means, but why? That is such a weird, oh god, that is so weird to say. Let's just say I had a growth spurt in my penis. Okay, so it starts off, I believe he's responding to like an Instagram post or story of hers, whatever, and he says, honestly, if you were in my school If you were in my school in grade like you... Huh? If you were in my school in grade like you would have been wiped up by now. Like, yeah, you would be in call. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let me try to decipher this. Okay, I have taken a moment and I have translated whatever the I'm looking at. He said, honestly, if you were in my school, in my grade, you would have been wiped up by now. Like, she wouldn't be single anymore. You would have been wiped up by now. Like, yeah, you would be in college, but you'd be the first one in our grade to be wiped up. Oh God, you're so fucking cute and beautiful. The fact that you like face paint makes me even happier, because then I don't always have to worry about, you know, messing up that makeup you don't need. No. Oh, that's so weird. Oh my god, ew. That's so weird. To be like, clearly he's responding to a photo of her. She looks like she's in like a costume. She's probably like wearing face paint. Also, I just noticed the top of this message says summarize 13 unread messages. Oh no. Okay, anyways, but like clearly in this photo she's like wearing face paint, and he's like, the fact that you like face paint makes it so much better because I can split on your face. I'm so sorry. But like that's what he's saying. I don't have to worry about messing up that makeup. Oh, what an insane first message. Like Talk about coming on her face more. Yeah, that's really good. And they say chivalry is dead. Am I right? Such a nice guy. Okay, and then he also said, also remember I showed you how much I can grow for you? Oh, well, I'm much bigger now. I had a growth spurt and none of it went to my body except there. He's talking about his penis. Sorry about the boldness in them, straight out, like, weird message. If this is weird at all, I'm just like, God, I really wish this fall, whenever you go back to school, you can have a week or two where you don't have anything important going on. Because I don't want to break you. But it's just bound to happen. Ah! No! Get away! Okay, so context, I guess in the past, he, like, sent her a photo or something of, like, his penis. In the past, he, like, sent her a photo, and so that's what he's referring to when he says, like, remember how I showed you how much I can grow for you? He's talking about his penis. He's talking about his penis growing. Okay. And then he's saying, like, when you go back to school, I hope that you have a week off because I don't want you to have anything important going on when I break you, when I physically harm you, because I'm gonna have sex with you so hard with my peanuts. With my peanuts that just got a growth spurt, by the way. Like, it's a disgrace that you're not wiped up and you're single right now. Like, what are men and what are people thinking? Like, even if I was a chick and I saw you, there's something about you that just makes me fall. And I think it's the fact that no matter what you do, you will keep doing it. Recommend dimples just make me want to paint that face and treat you right like God. Okay.
You need to leave.
Oh, this guy's typing with one hand, first of all. These are always my, like, least favorite ones to read because it's like, please just put the phone away. Okay? Put the phone away. Do what you need to do. Take care of your business with your peanuts. And then A, you might not only reconsider what you're saying to her, but B, at least it would be coherent for us at home. I mean, come on. Like, it's so bad. But, like, he's essentially saying, it's crazy that you're single. Even if I was a girl, God forbid, I might be a lesbian because I just wouldn't be able to, like, not be with you. I love your dimples and I want to come on your face. Is what he's saying. And then he says, anyways, how was your day? I hope the Ew, my laptop's so dirty. I'm so sorry you guys had to see that. Ew. I hope the funeral wasn't too harsh. She just got back from a funeral. She just got back from a funeral? I hope the funeral wasn't too harsh. And also, when you were coming back to Fred, I don't know what Fred is, maybe where they live. Because if you want, I'll save my coom until then, or should I drain it a few times and not give you that much? Oh, so I think context here is that she must be in another town, another city, another whatever, for a funeral. And he's saying to her, when do you come back to our town? Because I'll wait until you come back and I'll save up my coom for you. Does she have any, like, does she explain in her caption maybe what their relationship is? Okay, I'm the girl. So basically, context for this is that the person that posted the original post that we're reading right now is the girl's friend, but the girl who is on the receiving end of these messages is in the comment section. She says in this comment, I'm the girl, no, have never met this person IRL. We exchanged Tinder and Instagrams, and he's been sending me messages like this ever since. So they do live in the same town. That's why he's saying, when do you come back to, like, this town, city, whatever. But, like, she's literally never met him or ever has sex with him. And in these conversations, it seems like she does not reply to him a singular time. So if you guys forget, when do you come back to our town, I could save mine for you up until, you know, when you come back to town. And then I'll, of course, break you. And then he said, it's more forewarning than anything, because baby girl, it's more forewarning than anything, because baby girl, that's why you know I'm daddy. Just saying to you so this way, like, you know where I stand.
Huh?
I'm just saying this to you so that you know where I stand. And then when it does happen, you're not going to suffer, because I've had that happen before, where I had someone and then just trauma dumping, where I had someone and then they underestimated me, and I feel bad because I put them out of work for a week and they ended up losing their job. Oh my God. And they ended up losing their job, and then they said they had a tight cramp, and when I tried getting rid of it, it was more like a knot or something inside of their body that they just couldn't get out of their system for a while, and they had to come back over. I'm just warning you that my monster peanuts, that daddy's monster peanuts is so wild, and I'm gonna take it so crazy. You know, like, sometimes I just need to let you know this stuff, because I genuinely really hurt a woman one time. She was in pain for several weeks. I had to take her to the hospital. There was blood, so much blood, and she lost her job, and she came over, and I tried to massage it, and I think I was just making it worse. It ended up being some sort of knot, and then we found out she had cancer, and I feel partially responsible for that. But anyways, yeah. All because of the damn growth spurt, I guess. Also, to talk about that point of him being like, I put a girl out of work for a week, no matter how large you are, I believe I talked about this in my book talk video, of the whole concept of, like, being rough and being and, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the comparison that guys have made of, like, I'm gonna put you in a wheelchair, because she's gonna be, like, so messed up from how, like, rough he takes it. Cervical damage, like, is an actual real thing, and it can be quite irreversible, and that's not something that people talk about. And regardless of what you're into, actually, regardless of what kinks you may have, you should be considerate of someone's body and health. Like, kind of regardless, you should be considerate of someone's health, because not caring about someone so much and, like, being so selfish to just, like, literally, like a rabbit, like, you know, like, so rough and intensely and, like, aggressive and whatever, that she, like, is in physical pain and, like, faces physical repercussions from that, is really telling of you, of the kind of guy that you are, because clearly you center your own pleasure. Like, some people, like, they like pain, they whatever, but when it gets to that point, like, it shouldn't get to that point, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's just selfish to not pick up on, like, I don't know, any signs that she may be giving you, because I'm assuming that if something puts someone out of work for a week, that it would probably hurt enough that they would try to say something or at least hint to it, is my assumption. I don't know, but that's crazy, and that's a concept that I think people need to be more responsible about when normalizing. Like, I just think people need to talk about the fact that, like, cervical damage is actually genuinely a real thing. It can make you infertile, and nobody talks about that when it comes to, like, kinks or being rough or stuff like that. If you're in any sort of, like, BDSM community, you would know that the people that actually care about this stuff and are actually about that lifestyle prioritize being educated about this stuff, and they prioritize safe words, and they prioritize the health and wellness of their partners overall. And you're not a real freak unless you do. Just saying. So anyways, yeah, he trauma dumps about that, and then like, I don't know why she would want to sleep with you after you said that. That's insane. And the fact that he's not even willing to learn from that either. Like, his message earlier was like, I hope you have the week off school, because I fully intend on doing that again. Like, that's crazy. And then he's like, massage them And then, of course, like, you need to know what it's like, bathroom man. What the fuck is he saying? We massage them, and then, of course, you need to know what it's like, bathroom man, to feel pleasure because you might be bi, but I'm... He's saying bi as in bisexual, but he spelt it like that. Because you might be bi, but I'm not losing another beautiful woman due to the fact that men can't keep their shit together and can't fucking keep their fucking mind at pay when it comes to women. Like, I never understood that. How can you fuck up and lose a beautiful woman? He's just saying a bunch of fucking gibberish. Like yourself, like, people like to call themselves men, but yet they're pussies. Like, a real man doesn't give a fuck what others say, and they treat women with dignity, gratitude, and love. All women, not just certain fucking forms. Okay, he's kind of spitting there, I guess, but you're not really treating her with respect at all. I'm talking about, like, cis fans. Oh, cis, okay, he meant cisgendered, but he spelt it cis, S-I-S. I'm talking about cis fans, trans, borderline fucking cross-dressers. They can get it too. Oh, okay, he's for the dolls, I guess. They can get it too. Okay? They can get it too, and I know that makes you happy knowing that I'm okay with that stuff. Most men are, because they're not men, they're they're soft boys. A real man gets off on the fact that he's getting pleased because his daddy, and he does stuff that daddy does like. Huh? What the fuck are you saying? I want to be that man in your life. I don't even want to be all actual, but in order for me to know that you're down, I need to know that you can deal with me saying this shit. That's kind of a crazy take at it. That's a wild approach, to be like, I'm gonna start off this conversation saying the most disgusting and overtly, like, sexual harassment shit that I could possibly say, just to know that you're okay with it. Just to test the water. Like, this is him testing the waters. Okay, so he sent her another one of her own posts and said, you know, like, you are deadly to my existence right now. I'm looking at this other chick thinking, oh yeah, she's hot. Really good way to win over a lady is to send her a photo of her and her friend and be like, listen, your friend's fucking hot, but like, you're the one that I want. Like, why'd you even have to say that? Why are you even bringing comparisons into this? That's weird. I'm looking at this other chick thinking, oh yeah, she's hot, but all that can come to mind is just like, you know, I wonder what it would be like with her and Melody together. You know that Why did he say that? You know that does that, etc. I mean, like, oh, what if I went to the dorm room and, you know, both of them answered the door, you know, etc. He's essentially saying, like, I'm looking at this photo of you and your friend, and now, just by the way, just to let you know, now I'm fantasizing about putting both of y'all in the hospital for a week because my penis had a growth spurt. That's essentially what he's saying. But then the real thought was like, God, Melody looks so good in that fucking fit. Like, you got me bricked up in that sexy fucking bent over for daddy and doggy waiting to get proven that... No! Okay, I'm assuming that the woman that's receiving these DMs, her name is Melody. But then the real thought was like, God, Melody looks so fucking good in that fucking fit. Like, you got me bricked up in that sexy fucking ass bent over for daddy and doggy waiting to be proven all the shit that I've been saying right now. I had no fucking clue you had that fat of an ass. You know, it's funny because I know I'm so risky with what I'm messaging right now, and this is all my fault. Coming out right now, telling you what I actually want to do to you in real life. Like, in real life, I don't want to do any of this. I literally just want to take you out. What do you mean? So he like goes on a whole tangent like, you look so fucking good in that fucking fit. I can imagine you bent over daddy doggy dommy style. Motherfucker, my penis had a growth spurt. I know I'm being risky right now sending you all these messages, but I don't want to do what I'm saying. I want to take you out. I want to take you out to dinner. And I want to love you. I know I just described in detail how this photo of you has me bricked up and how I'm fantasizing about doing stuff with you and your friend, but I truly I'm the romantic type. Can't you tell? I'd rather look at a picture of someone I know and I like, and I think that's hot, or get nudes, or, you know, vice versa, or whatever the fuck, of someone that I've met and shit than anything else. I was broke this morning. I was honestly like, I cannot get any sexual thoughts out of my head right now. I'm sorry if I blow up your phone and whatnot. Like, you need to get back over here soon. I cannot keep looking at your profile picture and the rest of your pictures on your fucking Instagram and not be obsessed with you by now. Like, you don't know what you're doing, but you think think you might like that to me. What are you saying? I know part of what he's saying. I know part of what he's saying is, well, I know the part of what he said about where he admitted that he would prefer to non-consensually look at women's Instagram photos, women that he knows in real life, and jork it to them instead of watch corn. Thanks for the confession, buddy. And then he's just going on about, I don't even know. I know there's so many messages. So he then sends a photo of her in some sort of like Halloween look, it seems like, and says, not gonna lie, please don't say I said anything, but my ex goes to school and she is pansexual or bi in a way. I can't get over him spelling bi like that. Stop! I don't know because she'll like talk to women but not date them or anything when I was with her, but I told her you could and she said she wanted to. But she came back from class one day and said that she saw you like the lunch line or some shit because she saw that I had hearted your post and she said, oh no, you're cute, like you're cute. And she was like, I want her to be with me and date me. And I'm like, yeah, but you do realize anyone that's dating, you date me. Like, this isn't an open relationship. That's all you know. I can date this person that they need this person and have him just over here as a body. I think he meant buddy. A fuck buddy because he was close by, but I told her that that's not how this works either. She knows that I'm also part of the relationship or nothing, and she just didn't want to do that. She just wanted you all, like, yo, I want both of you. Like, if I can deal with you, I can deal with another one of you, or you two, or three, or you and or you be fine, and I like it. It would have been fun because I have a house off campus that, like, dead ass we could do anything in, and her parents did not give a fuck. Like, she grew up in a town that she already had her own house, and it would have been cool to, like, get you their side and have you over for dinner, and then, like, I'll fight you over. Oh, I think he meant something else. We can all watch movies because I've had it where I was in the middle, and there's two girls cuddling me right there. My eyes is the most beautiful, peaceful thing that I could ever have done, and I still remember the feeling that it gave me, that feeling of horny, that not a feeling of kindness. No, it was a feeling of completion. Okay. He's essentially saying, I dated a girl that also found you attractive, and I was hoping that we could all hook up. And one time I had two girls that were cuddling me at the same time, and it made me horny. Except he said that in 2,000 characters with no commas. Alrighty. I felt like I was I can't do this. This is the worst post I've ever read. I felt like I was achieved everything I ever wanted to achieve with the woman aspect. So I started focusing on myself until I realized I wanted to move during our relationship, and she actually let that happen. But like, when I'm getting it is like the amount of times I'm not the opportunity I was gonna ask you, and she never built up the courage, and now I have it and I'm having it now. Then again, I don't because I'm single, and it's just a bit better now because I could do what I want when I want? Question mark? This is the worst thing I've ever fucking read. Yeah, he's just blabbing on about how he's not dating that girl anymore, and in a way that's kind of better because now he could date, or he could do whatever he wants with her, even though she has never responded to you or met you. I'm sorry to bother you like that, but it can't get any better in my head if you're gonna keep being cute. And that's the last message. I think I'm gonna delete my YouTube channel after that. What the f***? That was the worst thing. What? Oh, someone said I'm pretty sure that's speech to text, so he said all that shit out loud, which is crazy to think about him saying that out loud, but that actually would make a lot of sense, especially due to the fact that, like, the one thing said that. He was probably, like, stuttering. That makes sense also when he says bye, and he's spelling it like B-Y. Oh yeah, I forgot that he even said this. Somebody said, how does in the same little paragraph does he go from talking about a funeral to wanking off? That's so true. I forgot that he even said that because literally we've read like 18 pages of the most incoherent blabbling that you have ever seen in your life. Fucking hell. That's the Nice Guys. That's the Nice Guys submission that I have. I'm gonna have to try really hard to find a Nice Girls one that, like, holds a torch to that. Okay, this one looks kind of unhinged. It's much shorter. Thank God. Okay, so this message. Oh, right. In this corner, Nice Girls. nothing I can say except that's crazy. Okay? Big emoji fan here. It starts off with him saying to the girl, beautiful, hard eyes. And she says, hey, cutie, what are you doing, boo? And he said, I'm just playing my game and relaxing. What about you? And she said, being cute and shy. Is she describing herself as cute and shy? I think so, because he's like, oh, what are you up to? And she's like, just being cute and shy. Ooh, ooh. Like, yeah. Okay, for sure. And then he said, you're already cute to me. And she said, you single? Cause you are my crush. Hard eyes, love, kissy, heart, 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 heart. And then he said, yes, I'm single. And she said, good, cause you're mine. And I guess he's down with it. He said, I am now. All right. Okay, how old are these people? What? They're 19. They are fully grown adults. Okay, interesting game, but I guess it's working out for you. She fell right into your hand. She's like, well, you're mine now. So, alrighty, you know, my lobster's too buttery, steak's too juicy, whatever they say. Yeah, okay, sure. So, good, because you're mine. I am now. Yes. And then he said, but you just met me. He meant to say met me, presumably. But you just met me. And then she said, ugh, bye. What? Like, he brings up a very fair thing. Like, wait, hold on a second. Are we like boyfriend and girlfriend now? But we just met each other. I don't understand. And she's like, oh, fine, fucking bye then. And then he tries to save it. And he's like, no, I was joking, lol. It don't matter. Bye. What the hell? He can't have questions. Like, okay. I feel bad. He literally tried to save it. And then he said, I'm so confused. Yeah, cause what is going on? And she said, leave me alone, delete my number right now. I'm not fucking playing with you. What the hell? How does it go from like, I'm just cute and shy, are you single, cause you're my crush, to delete my fucking number, bitch. I'm not fucking playing around. You think this is the face of someone that's fucking playing around, bitch? What the hell? Just because he was like, but wait, we just met each other. And she said, bye. And he said, you mad sketchy for freaking out over some dumb shit I said, but okay, which is true. And then she switches up again and says, aw, I'm sorry for being mean. Come here, cutie. What the hell? Is this girl okay? What are you on? And then he's like, what was that? Like, scared. He's like in the corner, like, what the fuck just happened? What was that? Why did you randomly just like freak out at me? And then she's like, I'm sorry for being mean. And he goes, was that bipolar? Like, genuinely trying to decipher like what the fuck that switch up was. Like, where did that come from? Why did that happen? What is going on? Like, truly just trying to get to the bottom of it. And she said, yes. Was that bipolar? Yes. You asked too many questions, you pervert! Bro, I kind of love her. She's kind of hilarious. Next time I get messaged from like a spam number, I'm gonna do some shit like this. I'm gonna copy and paste her exact string of messages. That's so funny. You asked too many questions, you pervert. He said, yeah, hell no, I'm dipping. And she said, good, go away, ho. Someone said carbon monoxide is one hell of a drug. No, literally, this is not, like, this is, like, genuinely, this can't be a mental thing, right? Like, I think she has to be on something. Like, I don't even mean that to be like rude or whatever, but like, that truly is the only thing that explains this interaction to me. That, like, this makes, or she's trolling, or she's just straight up trolling. Someone said she also might have good drugs. Keep her number for now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, that one was funny. It was a bit shorter. I needed that palate cleanser, not gonna lie, but I think we have a very, very clear winner here over on the Nice Guys side, so. I do swear, if you don't believe me, go to the r/NiceGirl subreddit and then go to the r/NiceGuys subreddit, sort by top this month, and just take a look at the r/NiceGirls versus the r/NiceGuys. Like, there are some absolutely crazy ones in the r/NiceGirls. Like I said, when the Nice Girls take it to that place, they don't hold back. Nope. But the Nice Guys, they're very consistent in their efforts towards this virtual match between the two of them. They're overachievers. if you will. 2 out of 3, they've low-key already won. But you know what? I think for the sake of fairness, we'll make this last round at least a tie. Just because I gotta do a little something to make it fair to the nice guys. So this one will be worth double the points. We're sitting at 2 points on the men's side, 0 on the women's side. So this next round will be worth 2 points. So maybe we can at least get a tie this time. I'm trying my best to make it fair. Okay, play it. Okay, this one is titled How to Ruin Years of Friendship in an Instant 101. Oh, yay! We actually have prior context on this one. This one says, I have known this woman for over 10 years, and there was literally zero... Okay, wait. Hang on, I want a pickle. Okay, so I've known this woman for over 10 years, and there was literally zero romantic build-up to this. It has always been platonic between us. I'm really frustrated, not because she asked me out on a date. I understand she wants a change of pace, but more so because she thought using her father's death to guilt trip me would work. Insane. He goes on more and gives more context, but I think we have to read the post first so that we don't, like, spoil this whole thing for ourselves. So let's just read these texts. Starts off with her, hey, name, how are you? Where have you vanished? He said, hey, name, pretty good. Work's been busy, haha. What's up? She said, manager and all. What noise did I just make? Manager and all, but... I was wondering if you want to catch up for drinks this week. And then he said, as if. And then he said, sounds good. Sunday works? She said, yes, we can call it a date. Shooting her shot. He said, yeah, no, lol. Do you want to be put in the no-no square? Name. It was kind of cringy, but like, you know, he's rejecting her being playful about it, I guess. And then she said, why not? And he said, you know I'm seeing blank, right? So like he's invested in somebody else. And she said, yes. Okay, so she's just fully aware. Yes, but y'all aren't dating, right? I'll be honest, I've been kind of thinking about you since you hugged me at the funeral. I've been not feeling great lately. I really think going out with you will help me get better. Am I being selfish? You there? Sorry if I overstepped. Oh, yeah, that's rough. That's brutal. If he already says, like, no, let's not go on a date, you know I'm seeing blah, 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 right? That gives you such a good in. And a big theme between the nice guys and the nice girls is that the other person will try to give them a way out, but they always double down. Like, you could have just responded and been like, oh shit, my bad for overstepping. I didn't realize you were seeing this person. Like, hope this doesn't make our friendship weird. Hope I can still see you on Sunday. You know, like, but she's like, so, you guys aren't, like, officially dating, right? So, like, I can still date you. Like, when you hugged me at my dad's funeral, I really felt a spark. Such a romantic atmosphere, too. I don't, like, he said, I understand you're grieving, and I definitely love to be there for you as a friend, but this ain't it. And she said, I know, but my point is, you being with blank isn't public knowledge. With me, it won't be the case. You won't have to hide. And I know how you hugged me. My other friends hugged me too, but it wasn't like how you did. What, did he f***ing put his fingers in your turkey purse when he hugged? I'm so sorry for calling it a turkey purse. But like, did he, like, how did he hug you? Like, what do you mean? Like... What do you mean? And I know how you hugged me. My other friends hugged me too, but it wasn't like how you did. I could feel the difference. I really want to go out and feel better. My mental state has been all f***ed up since my dad passing. Don't leave me on red. Which, like, valid. Like, it's valid that she's grieving, but at the same time, like, you can't just, like, get everything you want, including other people, because you're grieving. That's not fair. That's not... No, you can't do that. And he said, again, I'm really sorry for your loss, but please don't use it as an excuse to cook up these stories in your mind. I'm uncomfortable continuing this conversation. I'll end it here. So, like, super clear boundaries. And then she said, I'm not using it as an excuse. I really thought you would understand. Don't be like that. Blank and blank were right about you. You really are selfish and only think about yourself. Here we go again with the silent treatment, though. You there? I really don't want to lose you as a friend. So, like... Classic. This is such classic, like, nice guys / nice girls behavior of being like, fuck you, you're selfish, you da-da-da-da-da. Are you there? I miss you. Please give me a chance. Like, you f***ed it, you know what I mean? And also for you to call him selfish when you're trying to capitalize on your grieving to just get whatever you want, I would say that's pretty selfish. I would like, you know what I mean? I might be allergic, but I can spot when something smells fishy. So he said, we've known each other for over 10 years, but that doesn't mean we're best friends close. We generally only talk every few weeks and meet every few months. Her father passed in June 2025, and this was posted a week ago. So her father passed June of 2020. Like 8 months ago. Okay, okay, well that, bro, this is the equivalent of when those guys, like, act like pieces of shit and then they're like,
Bro, you know that my grandma died 5 years ago? Like, I've just been really f***ed up since that. That's why I cheated on you. I've just been trying to fill this void from when my grandma died.
like, that's literally the equivalent of that. That's crazy. Which, like, to grieve a parent, totally reasonable that she would still be grieving, but, like, to bring it up like this, it's not like this is fresh, you know? So her dad passed in June 2025. Since then, I kept the door open for her to talk to me when she felt low. That's really good. I added her to my Discord so that she could hang out with my friends, watch movies, play games, listen to music, or just talk as a distraction. My friends and I have listened to her vent for hours when she needed it. She actually had more one-on-one calls with them than with me. I've also done a lot of kind things for her without thinking much of it, which now I think she misread as signs. Regarding manipulation/outbursts, I won't say that it isn't completely out of the blue. One of her exes broke up with her partly because she would many times play the victim. Lastly, the girl I'm seeing, we haven't announced it yet, but we've only been 5 to 6 months and we're cautious due to a complicated shared history. Only my friends in the Discord server, including her, know about it. She's well aware that my girl and I are doing our best to make the relationship work. I will maybe talk to her somewhere down the line, but I won't deny this having a lasting impression on our friendship. Yeah, so that's also up to use that. Like, clearly there's something going sorry, I like hurt my leg. Clearly there's like something going on that's preventing him to be public about his relationship with like his new girl, and like she's just trying to like capitalize on that, being like, well, you don't have to hide when you're with me. Okay, but clearly this guy really likes this girl, if even despite the fact that he has to hide or that he can't be public with her right now, he's still trying to make it work with her. So like he clearly really likes her, and they've been talking for like 6 months. So like, and then edit 2, y'all, I have an update. I was feeling kind of shitty after all the comments calling me out, so I had the talk with my girl this morning, and she said we don't really have to prove anything to anyone, and that things are going really well between us, and that this girl's antics shouldn't bother me, etc., etc. But later, she realized how our relationship could have been interpreted by people, especially since our friends never explicitly tell us what they might have been thinking, and how shitty I've been feeling about this whole situation since yesterday. So she posted a 2025 dump with Bae on Instagram with a bunch of our pictures. The first pic is this weird but cute one that we took on Christmas Eve under the Christmas tree, kissing, holding a bunch of bottles of wine. So yeah, it's public now. Thanks for rage baiting me, haters, lol. Oh, and this girl has blocked me everywhere, blocked my friends from my Discord servers, left the server too. So that's that. Okay, so kind of wholesome. Like, it's a shame if they were pushed into making their relationship public before they were ready to, but like, it's kind of wholesome that happened, I suppose, that they're public now and not afraid to hide it or whatever. That's sweet. And then that girl that's grieving her dad just like got salty, blocked him. But like, it serves you right kinda to be like, so you guys aren't even serious, right? Like, you guys haven't even like made it public. Like, you don't have to hide when you're with me. And then like the girl comes in, the girl that he's dating, and she's like, you know what? I will make it public. Like, thanks for the tip. I'll take it, you know? Kind of love that a little bit. Like, if she was freshly grieving, I wouldn't be like bagging on her like that, but like it was, I mean, what month are we in right now? February. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It was 9 months ago. And so to use that again, like, that's by no means okay to try to manipulate your way into a relationship with this guy. Like, that's not okay. This comment said, that's an interesting tactic I noticed back when I was dating NiceGirls, is exactly what she's done here. X and Y were right about you. It's always an attack made via some sort of proxy participants who often haven't even said the things that the nice girl is claiming. And then he said, yeah, I noticed that too. They pretend your friends or people you know have been talking shit about you. So like, context that he gave was like, I let her into my friend group so that she could talk to them whenever she felt down. And then when she gets turned down, she's like, by the way, your friends are right about you. Your friends have been talking shit about you. Meanwhile, his friends wouldn't be your friends if he hadn't been looking out for you as a friend and being a caring friend and make sure that like you're okay while you're grieving. He's been like more than generous and kind and caring to you, and this is how you react. Like, true, this comment says the explicit "I think using you will make me feel better." It's wild, like absolutely not even pretending that she sees him as a person at all. And you know what? That's very true. And if this was a NiceGuys post, I would be very up in arms about that comment. And so like judging by the same standards, going by the same kind of mentality that I have when it comes to the NiceGuys post, like, yeah, it's like objectification, kind of like she's been friends with him for so long. And that's always a shame when you've been friends with someone for so long and then they go in like, I have to tell you something. And oh, most horrifying words to hear. I have to tell you something from someone you thought was a close friend of yours. And for 10 years too. And that's exactly what it is. She wants to use him to make her feel better. And she kind of like explicitly said that. Okay. That one's pretty bad. See, the nice girls can get bad. Okay. Let's go on to our last contender of the night on the nice guy side. With I was super nice to you, so I spammed you every day until you eventually blocked me, and then I made a burner number. Dating app fail. Oh boy. Oh, the burner numbers. No. Okay, it starts off with him. Wow, super nice. It starts off with his first message to her. You're a fucking bitch for unadding me and blocking me without saying anything. I was super nice to you and we were talking all day. You're fake as shit. You should be ashamed of yourself for treating people that way. Now I understand why so many people don't like you. You're an awful person. That really hurt my feelings. She said, first of all, I haven't even met you, so I did not even know you yet. I couldn't even tell you your favorite color or any other mundane detail about yourself. You act like being super nice is an act that should be rewarded. I didn't treat you like anything. You're not entitled to anything. You or anyone else is not entitled to my time. I'd also love for you to name more than one person in my life that doesn't like me. So many is funny. Not that it actually matters. Yeah, because he said, now I understand why so many people don't like you. Hey, he did the same thing that the nice girl did of like the...
Now I know why this person and this person talk shit about you.
Like, just like trying to, I think it's like an attempt to make them insecure or something, or like feel more valid in their random like bursts of rage than they actually are. So many is funny, not that it actually matters. I have my reasons, and one of them is I had a feeling once you started to spam me on both iMessage and Facebook Messenger that you were not the kind of person I'd want to further communicate with. Totally fair. Why would someone I haven't even met yet be that clingy and obsessive? I told you I was on a trip and I would speak to you when I got back. If your entitlement to a human being's time that you don't even know makes you view me as an awful person, so be it. And then he said he messaged her on a different burner, like this looks like Facebook Messenger or something, because she clearly blocked him after sending that message. And so he finds her somewhere else. Always, like, maybe if a girl blocks you, you just gotta hold that for me. Hey, hold that for me. Yeah, you're not making yourself, you don't look too good in the first place, but you're not making yourself look any better with this. So he messages her on Facebook Messenger on some burner account, whatever the fuck, because he just has to have the last word, and said, why just flip the switch and go evil mode on me? I don't even understand why you flipped. Do you want to explain? Or, you're an asshole. I was being nice to you. Meanwhile, the first message, you're a fucking bitch for unadding me and blocking me without saying anything. You're an asshole. I was being nice to you. I don't understand why you did that. She explained why she did it, because apparently you were like spam messaging her on different numbers and shit while she was on vacation. Yeah, this person said, I was being so nice to you, proceeds to call you evil and a bitch. This person said, that was a nicer and more measured response than he ever deserved. I can't imagine he read it or reflected on it, but it was a noble effort on your part. Yeah. Okay, and that is our last post of tonight. And guys, we're fair here. We're gonna be fair here. Even though I did kind of change the ranking system last minute to make this one have 2 points, but okay, whatever. We're gonna be fair here, and we're gonna give this one, I think, you can let me know if you disagree down below. I'm gonna give this one to the nice girl here for weaponizing the fact that her dad passed away 9 months ago and trying to get this guy to like cheat on his girlfriend, and then also attack him for the fact that he wasn't public with their relationship yet. So, give it up. And that brings us to a tie, our first ever tie here. technically the nice guys still took the cake because they got 2 of them, but since I made the point system worth 2 points last minute, it technically made it a tie. But like, I'm trying my best to be fair here. I really am. I feel like it comes off so biased if I just like make a bunch of these videos and every single time like it's the nice guys that win. But like, I can't help that the nice guys suck so much. They suck so much. They suck so much. I'm gonna take a nap after this. Holy fuck. And I'm probably gonna have sleep paralysis about this. I'm glad it's over, is all I'm gonna say. So thank you guys for watching. I am not even gonna make this outro long because I have 0 energy after fucking all of that. And also my stomach hurts from the pickle juice I chugged earlier. Thank you guys for watching. Hey. Thanks for watching. Idiot, loser, bitch. This has been Lady Delilah. Peace out. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna end the video like that. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you're not subscribed already, I would really, really appreciate if you would do that. Look at what I go through for you. And also tip. Subscribe for tip. Look at that face. How can you say no to that? I have a comment shout out to do actually, so I'm gonna cut to me doing the comment shout out right now. Hello, hello. We have a comment shout out to do. If you are unfamiliar, every single week I give you guys a prompt at the end of my video, and then you guys can leave me a little comment about said prompt, and I will select a random person and give them a comment shout out in the next week's video. It's a little fun thing that I do to engage with you guys and to thank you for watching the video until the end. So, last week I gave you guys the prompt to tell me about weird eating habits that you have, I believe it was. It was in my boy moms video. I don't do the comment shoutouts in my like serious videos because it just feels a little not tasteful, you know? But speaking of tasteful, you know, cause food. This week's comment shout out is going to go to...
But what the hell,
This is not warm. Guys, I bought a blanket and I didn't check the size. Ignore the sweatpants with this outfit, okay? You weren't supposed to see that. But look, it's the tiniest thing ever. It's literally a baby blanket. Bruh. Whatever, man. Oh, I'll tell you my weird eating habit first. I feel like I very much fit the autism stereotype of like having a select few foods that you like get really hooked on and just like repetitively eating that every single day. Recently, I've been eating Kraft Dinner and hot dogs. I'm on week 2 of Kraft Dinner and hot dogs for dinner every single night, and I don't see any signs of it stopping. I've also been on like month 6 of eating a tub of Halo Top ice cream every single night, and I am not joking. But I'm just not getting sick of it. There's so many flavors that every time I start to get sick of it, I just switch to a new flavor, and it's horrible. I've been getting deep into it. I've been like couponing and like finding the cheapest I'm not joking. Let me show you my freezer right now. What are we looking at? Okay, there's my mac and cheese. But, okay, this actually isn't that bad. I only have 4 tubs in my freezer right now, but usually I have a lot more than that. Okay, we're back. But yeah, my diet has consisted of Kraft Dinner and hot dogs and ice cream and Halo Top ice cream. Let's talk about you guys now. Oh my gosh, I got a comment, by the way, because I went on a whole rant in my boy moms video about how when people say I seen instead of I saw, because, you know, I was like, I hate that. It's saw. It's always been saw and it always will be saw. I saw this. I didn't seen this, you know? And I got a comment that was like, just so you know, I seen is African American vernacular English, and that's really insensitive for you to come from. And then I Googled it and they were correct. So I'm sorry. I'll shut my stupid mouth. I'll shut my mouth about that one. But not when white people use it. I'm still going to make fun of them for that. Can I do that? Do I have jurisdiction to do that? Let me know. What the heck? A different person said that they hate ice cream. They're directly coming for me. You don't get a shout out. You know who you are if you said that. If you said that you hate cold foods and you prefer to eat your ice cream melted, you're a freak. And you don't get a shout out in this week's video. But you know who does get a shout out? Okay, first of all, I'm not actually, whatever. You know that I'm joking around with you. I'm pulling your leg, whatever. But okay, the person who gets a shout out in this week's video is ambicidal?
Huh?
It's ambicidal_music. They said, my weird eating thing is that when I was a child, I would regularly pull grass out of the ground and eat it. I wish I could remember why. I responded to them and I said, lol, same. Sometimes I indulge in a matcha just to remind myself of the good old days. And it's so true. Can we start eating grass?
Boy, if you don't get
Can I eat grass? Oh, this is a lovely little visual. That's me. Dinner served. Grass contains a high concentration of compounds that are tough for us to digest. This includes stuff like linen and cellulose, organic polymers to help form the walls of the plant cells. Linen is particularly problematic. Our digestive system is not brimming with enzymes that can break down mouthfuls of the compound. Likewise, humans can't properly digest cellulose. Instead of it being broken down in our guts, it simply passes through in the form of insoluble dietary fiber that gives us our poop structure. So we'll just shit it out. I don't see the harm. Grass is so yummy, though. I distinctly remember eating grass as a kid. And I remember whenever my dog felt sick, he would eat grass. And I would always look at him and be like, I'm so fucking jealous of you right now. That's probably so refreshing. I just know if I were to have an upset stomach, a good handful of grass would be so good. It would be so refreshing. And you know how whenever you're nauseous, you think to yourself, maybe this is just me, but I always think to myself oh my gosh, the last thing I want right now is spaghetti. I always get intrusive thoughts about spaghetti whenever I'm nauseous. I think that it's a weird thing that my brain does because it's don't think of spaghetti because that'll make you feel extra nauseous. And then I think of spaghetti more. Anyways, but one thing that I know would make me feel better is a good handful of grass. So catch me on your lawn. How about that? What? Yeah, okay. Anyways, shout out to ambicidal music. Thank you for watching until the end of the video, and thank you for being you. Shout out to you. If you want a shout out in next week's video, leave me a comment about, I want to know your most embarrassing childhood story. Did I already tell you guys the pee story about me peeing my pants? I don't know if I ever told you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until next week to tell you guys that story because I'm fiending to go have my mac and cheese and hot dogs. So you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until next week's video, unless it's a serious video. Then you'll have to wait 2 weeks to hear my really riveting story about me peeing my pants. I know that you guys are all on the edge of your seats. Also, you can let me know if I've already told that story because I'll tell you a different embarrassing story if I did. I have plenty of them. Every memory that I have from my childhood is shameful and humiliating. If you want to comment shout out in next week's video, tell me about an embarrassing story. That is all. Back to the video. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me this week with another match of r/NiceGuys versus r/NiceGirls. Please like this video. Please hype this video. I showed you guys how you could do that. And please leave me a comment if you like this series. I put myself through this for you. Genuinely, and the only way that I know if you guys like these videos is A, I guess if the video does well, but B, if people tell me in the comments, that's how I learn what you guys are interested in. If you guys are mad at me for making it a tie, even though the Nice Guys clearly won there, let me know down below. We can argue with each other in the comments about it, although I don't blame you, because Nice Guys did technically take the cake for that one, but hey, whatever. God forbid a girl can't be good at math, am I right? And yeah, with all that being said, I think that's all I have to say. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!